Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Prey, and this is a new action thriller from writer-director Mukunda Michael DeVille, and this film focuses on which I love the synopsis says this is a couple of Christian missionaries, a young couple, despite the fact that they're well into their 40s at this point, because it's Ryan Phillippe and Mina Suvari, and it's like blast from the past from the year 2000. But you have these two who wind up getting on a plane real quick to get out of Dodge, and the smuggler flying the plane, Emil Hirsch, and the plane crashes, and then they're stuck in a world full of lions and leopards and hyenas, and this is indeed a creature feature, and one of the most authentic and believable things about this film is they actually used animals. Except when they were standing in front of horrible CGI backgrounds and you're just like, well, they just CGI'd that animal in there. But outside of that, I think Emil Hirsch provides an authentic and like gritty kind of performance as this random smuggler character that you have in the film, who's the least likable character and at least supposed to be. And, you know, he gets his good, I'm gonna make up for it kind of arc despite his recklessness getting them into the situation in the first place. I feel like Ryan Phillippe, this is not one of his better straight-to-VOD efforts. That's where his career is at this point. This is just a kind of bland, nothing character. And if you're hoping to get some Mina Suvari in this film, maybe for 20 minutes, and then forget about it. It's one of those kinds of films where it's just like, it has some names that you recognize but really haven't done much of consequence in a long time thrown into a creature feature full of animals, and there isn't really interesting action because they don't have the CGI budget to really like make something happen with these animals, and or I guess the potential recklessness of trying to do a lot of it in real life. It doesn't really do much with its setting either, or the culture. It's just like, basically there's a African man played by Jeremy Tardy who is basically just like a really nice guy who guides them, and then you have like mercenary like kind of people, and you're just like extremist militants, and like there's nothing in between there. Not a whole lot of depth or intrigue in any of these characters for the most part. It feels like it's going through the motions in terms of delivering these thrills, but nothing of consequence or really impact. Never really felt scared watching this movie, and usually if you have a lower budget and you try to use some filmmaking techniques to like make the most of it, this film really doesn't accomplish that. And what you're left with is a kind of bland, boring, and bare kind of thriller that struggles to create the thrills that its whole entire mission to be there really hinges upon. So in the end, this is definitely a forgettable one. But those are my thoughts on Prey. Thank you. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.